There's a very slim chance of you going through a psychology or a counseling class without having to know something about John Bowlby, attachment theory, or bonding. This video will help you learn more about and better understand John Bowlby, his theory of attachment, and how bonding plays into this. And at the end, we'll talk about how attachment theory applies to the therapist-client relationship. But before we get into all that, let me introduce myself. My name's Keegan. I have a master's degree in counseling, and I'm a licensed professional counselor. I make videos like this to help you better understand various concepts in the world of psychology, counseling, and mental health. Keep in mind that engaging with this channel does not constitute a therapist-client relationship. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes. This does not substitute or replace professional mental health care. Born in 1907, John Bowlby was a British psychiatrist who originally trained as a Freudian psychoanalyst. He is known for his theory of attachment, his views on how bonding with an adult is important for children, and he gained attention for 3 books that he wrote on attachment and loss. He's also considered to be the father of attachment theory. Bowlby believed that if a child did not have a good attachment with an adult by the time the child was the age of 3, they were then more likely to have abnormal behaviors or psychopathology later in their life. Whereas if they do have that good attachment with an adult figure by the age of 3, then they're more likely to have good social interactions later on in life. Likewise, Bowlby believed that if a child had a bond that was broken, this would also lead to an increase in psychopathology. When a bond was broken, he would refer to this as an object loss. You might be wondering what the word object in object loss means or is referring to. For Bowlby, he used the term object to refer to the target of the child's love or affection, which is often going to be the adult, such as the parent, for that child. In the process of forming an attachment, the adult would bring relief to the child, often in the form of holding or feeding them. Bowlby referred to this adult as the releaser stimulus, since they were the one providing relief to the child through their actions. Bowlby maintained a view that the mother should be the primary caregiver for the child. The father's role, he believed, was to be the provider for the mother, specifically providing the mother emotional support. He did not believe the father should actually be as involved in the nurturing of the child. At the time when Bowlby was first introducing his theories, the view that the mother should be the primary caregiver and the father should support the mother were widely accepted. Nowadays, though, not as many people carried that view. Now, let's dig in a bit more on some of the general views of attachment theory. But first, if you're enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please help me out by giving it a like and subscribing. Bowlby believed that attachment begins forming in a child's infancy, possibly even in the womb. He thought the importance of attachment wasn't just in childhood though, and that it continues to play a role for people throughout their life. In attachment theory, the ability for one to have healthy attachments is seen to be an important part of the development of their personality. Additionally, strong attachment is thought to better help a person manage feelings of fear and worry, improve their ability to handle stress, and also tolerate feelings of frustration, amongst other things. It's believed that strong attachment can help a person have an increased sense of security and stability in their life. For those who do have stronger attachments, they're believed to be able to take on greater risks, have a larger capacity for personal growth, and have overall better interpersonal connections. As you can probably guess, attachment theory is prominent in the area of developmental psychology. When we use the word attachment, we're referring to a psychological connection between two people. Attachment is said to be strengthened by bonding. You might be wondering then, what is bonding? Generally, nurturing behaviors are considered to be forms of bonding. This can include holding, rocking, feeding, singing, or kissing. But it can also include other things, such as a child and caregiver spending time with one another, having face-to-face interactions, eye contact, and generally being physically present with a caregiver. Attachment theory is thought to be important in conceptualizing the therapist-client relationship, or the therapeutic relationship. This is because the client's ability to have a relationship with the therapist is thought to match or mirror their ability to have relationships with people other than the therapist. At the same time, the therapeutic relationship is one that can be healing to the client. When there's a strong therapeutic relationship, this is thought to help the client have stronger relationships outside of therapy as well. I hope that you found this video helpful. While you're here, check out some of the other videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching.